Verlets, and just making this video in order to clarify some doubts people got after I published my last article speaking about Verlets and explain cures with this balloon algorithm. Verlets physics is something really simple, and everything we need for doing this tutorial is just Flash Develop, that is a great tool, and Flex SDK. So let's do it. In Flash Develop, we're going to create a new project. It will be called Verlets, right? It's a ES3 project. So let's create the first class that it will be called VPoint. Just let's move the window a bit, make it bigger, create the X and Y positions. Okay, declare this variable, right? Number also for Y. And then I will need also the previous position of X, previous position of Y, and declare the variable also. Will be a number, also, and then make it public, just the X and Y, and make it private, just the previous positions. Now we're going to create a new procedure called setPosition that receive X and Y coordinates. Generate function, X is a number, Y is a number, and then just paste this block here and put in the constructor also, make it public. And then we need a new function for updating the position of our point that will be called refresh. And then we need to just create a variable to store the current position of X and Y, right? And then we update X, that is plus equal the current position minus the previous one, same for Y, and then update the old position just with the temp X and temp Y, right? Okay, we got the VPoint. So now we're going to create a sticker, right? This is going to be called VStick. Okay, just move a little bit the screen, make it bigger. Now we got the point A equal A, declare this variable that is type VPoint, duplicate this line, this is for B, and duplicate this one also B, and then add it to the constructor, which receive these two parameters, A and B. Now we need to know what is the distance between these 2 points, so the difference in X of A and B, and also for Y, right? So now we need to know what is the hypotenuse of this, that is the square root of the power of X plus power of this one here, and then declare this variable as a number. Now we're going to create the function to contract these 2 points, to try to keep them stick each other with the same distance that they got from the very beginning. So distance A to B, right? Let's do the same. Now we need the hypotenuse, this is H, just number. The square root of this, the X, exactly the same. Now we need to know what is the difference between the first hypotenuse and this one here. So this is hypotenuse just minus this one here. And now we need to define what is the offset in X for both, that is the difference, multiplied by dx, right, divided by h, and then multiply by 50%, that is divided by 2. Same for y, and now we know how much we need to move this X and Y for the point A, for Y this is here, and also for B, that is plus equal rather than minus equal. So this is just transferred to X. Oh yeah, I forgot is to be public, these points here, and this is everything about the stick. So now we're going to make the main thing. So let's go to the main class, right? We're going to create a grid. We need to store the points in a vector, right? So is this a new vector of v points. Then just multiply the columns by the rows. Yeah, this is true. We're not going to change the length after. Create these columns. Maybe 30. Yeah, and then rows. It could be 25, maybe. Yeah. Constant. It's a constant, right? This is a constant, and then declare the points also. This is a vector of type points, and then we're going to create the sticks, right? Use vector of the type sticks. That is the columns -1 multiplied by the rows plus the rows -1 multiplied by the columns, right? Okay, cool. So declare this guy. It's a vector of type v sticks, right? Now we're going to create the grid. So we need this variable for creating the sticks, right? So now create a loop for the rows. This is r, right? This is r, and then another loop for the columns. So yes, it's calls. Then just change this c. Now we are going to create the points. So this is r multiplied by calls plus c. This is equal to new point. The distance between each other will be 10 pixels, so that's why it's multiplied by 10. And then if c is higher than 0, so create the stick. This is I++. That is the same. This point here, the same point. Just c needs to be -1. I think, yeah, c needs to be -1, and then duplicate this block. Do the same for r, and then this needs to be just r-1. Just drop it, and then here is where everything becomes really interesting, because we're going to create the render of all this thing. So let's see how it's going.